way we play is it's 12 rounds.
Yep.
And each round you have 5 actions, and with those 5 actions you can buy or play. And then we've got the costs here for how many actions it costs. And each thing to play costs 1 action.
Right.
So you can buy like a daisy and a daffodil, which is 4, and then put one of them down.
Cool. Okay.
Your fountains, they're upgrades from the bird bath. So you have to start with bird bath, then you upgrade to fountain 1, fountain 2, fountain 3. And they cost your entire turn to buy and place.
Right.
Magpies cost 4. You can't play them on the same turn though, so you have to have them for at least 1 turn. They only last for 2 or 3 turns. We haven't really 2 turns unless you've got a bird bath and they still around.
Okay, cool.
And magpies steal things from other players, so you can steal a flower from them.
Sure. So in that they only stay around for 2 turns. So if you get a magpie, 2 turns later it's gone if you don't use it.
If you don't have a bird bath and you don't use it.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah, so you can have it for like 1 turn, and then while it's still got 1 turn, if you get a bird bath and put it down, the magpie will stay.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
These council cards, everyone's got them.
Yep.
We've only got 3. One's remove a row. You can't remove a row that's not complete though. So it has to be a complete row to be able to be removed. Downgrade fountain. Downgrades the fountain 1. And then skip turn. Skips somebody's turn.
Sure. So what's the point of getting a fountain 2 or a fountain 3?
So a fountain 2 times all of your points by 2,
cool.
and a fountain 3 times them all by 2.
Right.
Whereas a fountain 1 only gives you 10 points, and a bird bath only gives you 5.
Cool.
The aim of the game is to have the most points by the end of 12 rounds. You've got a guard dog. You've only got 1 for the 12 rounds,
Yeah.
and you can use that to defend against a magpie or any of the council cards.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. So how do we start?
The person whose birthday is first in the year goes first.
All right, well,
Are you before March?
I'm 24th of January.
Well then,
All
You
right.
go first, and it goes to the
Cool. Okay.
Damn it!
All right, so I like that. Try and theme it though, around your garden thing somehow. Right? I do love that you were thinking about who goes first. That's perfect. That's great. But if you can theme it around a garden somehow, right? I don't know how you would do that, but if you could, if you can't, leave it as it is. But if you can think of a way to theme it around there, that's cool. Because it's always like, I think pretty sure it's Cards Against Humanity that has like a funny thing. It's some kind of like whoever texted the girlfriend last.
dark humour for certain packs.
Just random stuff. Like that's just funny. But for this, you could theme it around the garden, or even who got attacked by a magpie last.
Yeah, who got swooped last?
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. Or picked a flower, whatever. Something around that.
Seen a magpie.
Seen a magpie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw one. No, you're lying.
Rough watered their plants.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I go first. So I've got 5 actions. You said.
Yep.
I don't know how much these are worth.
So we've got the.
Oh, cool.
They'll be on the cards.
Yep.
when we make
They
it.
have the cost and how many points you can get from it.
Cool. All right. So, and how do I know the season?
So we took the seasons out. So,
Right, so I can
but
ignore
it was but that was after we'd written all the seasons.
Because the
down,
seasons was a bit like, oh...
A bit.
It took too long.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's fair. Okay. So, then I'll grab myself a daisy and a sunflower, and I'll put down my sunflower.
Cool.
That's my turn.
Cool. All right, I'm going straight for a bird bath.
Believing in the heart of the cards.
yeah. And that's it. That's-
I'm gonna buy Daisy and Asta.
Play the long game.
I'm going to get Daisy, Daffodil, Sunflower. And because Sunflower costs none, I still got 1 point. I'm just going to sit that right there.
Also, you can only buy 1 sunflower per turn.
Yeah. Right.
But
cool.
the rest
Yeah.
is however much
I
to your
didn't pay
points.
attention to that it costs 0, so I just wasted an action point. I understand what I did. I know what I did.
Your turn.
All right, cool. So let's not make that mistake again. I mean, is this one with one action point?
Yeah.
That's your whole turn.
Yeah, that's your whole turn.
Right
To buy
here.
and place
Bird
it.
bath, upgrading to fountains, that's one whole turn.
Okay. So, but what if you pick a sunflower? Can you still place a bird bath?
You can pick a sunflower and place a bird bath, but
Yep.
you can't place the sunflower as well.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna do that.
Cool. And this is the beginning of round 2. Oh, this is also really important that we forgot to tell you.
Sure.
If you get 4 of the same flowers in a row, it's those points added up times 2.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So if you have your fountain at times 2 as well, it's basically times 4 for those.
Yeah. Right.
But then the downside of that is you can get the cancel call on you.
Yeah,
Yeah. So don't front load if everyone's got council cards.
Yeah.
pretty much. Your turn.
My turn. All right.
You round 3.
Oh, let me get another daisy. A sunflower. So that's cost me 3
You can
points.
get an aster or a daffodil, but you won't be able to place down if you get an aster.
Yeah. So I'm thinking I'm going to get a daffodil, and then put down one of my sunflowers.
Hmm?
Cool. Okay. Okay. I am going to buy daisy and a daffodil. And put that there.
I'm gonna buy 2 daffodils, and I'm gonna plant right there.
I assume you can only have one bird bath as well. That's why
Yes.
there's
Yeah.
4.
Yeah. I have one.
I'm going to get 1 daisy, and I'll plant both of these daisies. And that's it.
All right. So, when do you upgrade the bird bath? How do you do that?
It just takes your entire turn.
Okay.
So you go.
Yeah, you just
straight
say-
down 1, and that's your whole turn.
Yeah.
Also, the council cards are counted as a separate action, so you can play a council card and then have your
And
turn
have
as
your
well.
turn.
Because they don't use any turns,
Get it.
unless you skip someone's turn.
All right. I might go myself. So how do the magpies work? When do they come in?
You need to buy one, and
Right.
then after the turn that you buy it, you can use it from then on, and you can just steal somebody's. So if you don't have a remove remove row card, you can use your magpie to steal one. Then they don't get the
Cool. Yeah.
double.
Well, I might this turn. I might just take myself a daisy and a sunflower. What's that? I've still got another 2 points, 2 action points. Put daisy here. And I'll go another sunflower there.
This is round 4, yeah, or round 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You buy an aster and a daffodil. Place those 2 down.
I'm gonna buy bird bath.
I'm going to get a magpie and a daffodil. That's my turn.
I think I'm gonna get. So you can get a magpie and a daffodil.
Yeah.
Yeah, because magpies are only 4 points.
Oh, there's a cost here. I didn't even see that. Okay.
Yeah, and the daffodil's 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get a magpie as well. I think. I like the idea of having a magpie just to stick around. So do they just last forever now because I got the bird bath?
Yeah.
Yeah, unless someone
Downgrade your
uses downgrade fountain while you've got the bird bath, your bird bath's
Ah,
gone.
cool. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
So the bird bath as well. The double points, is it just for the rows it's in, or is it?
No, it's for
board?
the whole board.
Cool. Alright, so.
But it's only double points if you get to fountain 2.
Sure. So I've got myself a magpie, that's all I did, right?
Mhm.
Which is 4 points. I'm going to get a sunflower. And then I'll get myself. I could get daffodil. Oh, I can place something, and I might place something. I'm gonna put a daisy there.
Okay. Well, this is round 5. Round 5.
Mm-hmm.
One of your unique items should be a sundial, which is the round timer.
Yeah.
We said about that yesterday. Yeah. Just thinking. What do I want to do? I'm going to get a daisy and a daffodil, and I want to use my magpie to steal one of your daisies.
Oh, that's an early magpie. All right. Okay. Dog.
So does using the magpie take an entire turn?
But I'm not placing
Yeah.
it down.
Takes an entire turn, and you can place the flower immediately if you like.
Okay.
Yeah, and that won't use a turn.
Sure.
But I'm not going to place it down yet. Just to...
You dog. Man, okay. Your turn. Round 6.
All right, let's do this. Probably going to. I might get a daisy, sunflower. I'm going to place that there, and then I put sunflower there.
Okay.
So that brings that to 8 points in that row, because they're all sunflowers.
Sure. Yeah, because they're worth.
I'll skip your turn.
Oh, so
And
still got
It's-
another move
it's
up.
good.
Always forget about that part.
get a magpie. And place my little daffodil.
And you skipped Lauren, so
Did.
I'm just gonna upgrade my bird bath. Something simple.
Nice.
Round 8.
I'll do the same. I'm not that one. This one.
I'm also going to do that.
I'm gonna buy 2 asters. Oops.
Okay.
And then plant one.
I'm going to place that down. Place these 3 down, and get one more daffodil. Yeah. I am my turn.
Okay.
I'm
Picked up the game, man.
buy myself another daisy. Sunflower. So it's 3. I'll put a daisy here.
Round 9.
And then put another daisy there.
Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, you are brave.
I'm brave, eh?
I'm going
Do you know my
to
plan? Yeah.
buy this daisy. Buying this daisy.
Yeah, you can do that.
No. Yes.
A daisy and a daffodil, that's 4 points. 5, yeah.
I'm gonna buy a magpie.
You got 1 point left.
Let my daffodil.
I'm going to buy another magpie, and I'm going to sit this daffodil here.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
Alright guys, we all know what to do, right?
Now, there's no daisies left. Does that mean there's actually no daisies left?
We've actually never gotten to daisies being out before.
Okay.
So we'll make more cards for daisies.
You could, or that
Or-
could be an idea. There's stock.
Yeah, true.
Part of the
Yeah.
limiting strategy, right?
To make it harder.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like that this happened because it's an idea, right? So let's
Yeah,
see
cool.
how it plays out
Cool.
without having those daisies anymore.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't feel good, then just add more daisy cards, whatever.
No, yeah, no, I do. No, actually, I do like that.
I didn't
Oh,
realize there were no
Well,
daisies.
you can still use the magpies
Yeah, you're like, oh,
to
no.
steal people's
Oh,
daisies
no.
and so forth.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because of this magpie tool, and you can steal from other people. It's not the worst thing that you have a stock limit, right?
Exactly. That's actually.
So to get daisies, I now got to spend 5 points because I got to buy a magpie, and then no, actually it's an entire turn, isn't it? So I got to
Yeah.
lose a turn as well to get that daisy, right? Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is probably. Well, we got cancel stuff as well, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's probably the time to start using it.
Yeah, it is funny how like,
No,
it's
it is
like
true.
turn 9 and everyone just goes cancel.
Yeah.
Yeah, because 12 rounds, it's like
Yeah.
cutting in close.
Um,
So what random
You can
round?
only use one council card per turn
Per turn.
as well. Yeah, because otherwise it's too overpowered.
yeah. No, that makes sense because you could take everyone out on the board with one turn.
Pretty much.
Okay, so I will probably play some stuff. So I'm going to place sunflower, sunflower, sunflower.
That's
That's
three.
4 turns.
Oh, nice.
Oh, sorry, 3 turns.
Yeah, I was going to say that's 3.
Yeah. Turns, and then I have 2 more, right? So I might just buy myself another daffodil. And I'm going to use cancel card. I'm going to. Can you, with the skip turn, is it skip the next person's turn or?
It's skip anyone you choose.
Yep.
Cool. Skip your turn.
Okay, that's fair.
So you just flip that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Cool. Well, I'm going to remove a row from you.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, you stole my
Gonna take this
idea.
one.
Sure. So what happens with these?
You can either guard dog me,
Oh, okay.
so you can keep that row,
Yeah.
or they go back in the
But
pile.
if you guard dog him, you can't do it
Again to someone else.
again. Yeah, your guard dog's gone. It's been used.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I understand. It's the reason that I skipped you because
Yes, because you knew what I was going to do.
that's right, and I'm actually going to guard dog you from that. Yeah.
Cool. That makes sense. All right. Well, I'm gonna magpie.
He's brave.
I'm gonna magpie this.
Nice.
I'm going to plant 2 asters and
Spring 10 as well.
buy another. And I'm going to place.
You done?
Yeah. Then you skip you. So
Well,
You'll skip.
skip you.
oh yeah, I'm skipped.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Round 11.
Round 11. All right, I'm going to use
yikes.
my magpie to steal one of your daffodils.
Go ahead. Take it.
That one, and I'm going to put it down straight away. And the magpie used my turn, but I could use a council as well, which I'm going to do. And then remove all of your daisies. I don't know why I'm picking on you. I just
You're gonna what?
You can't.
Yeah, you
He
can't.
doesn't have any completed
not a
rows.
Oh, it's a
row.
completed row.
Complete-
Yeah,
row.
it's not a complete row.
Ah, that's good.
See,
Good.
I've thought tactical
Yeah,
by
yeah,
not
yeah.
putting this down yet,
Yeah.
because I knew you were going to do that.
Okay, I see this. I understand this now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, downgrade your fountain. Screw you.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. I'll take that. It's only one downgrade. I'll take that.
All right, my turn for turn 11.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna downgrade your fountain.
Oh, of course you would. Because I don't have a guard dog.
And then I'm going to buy a daffodil and an aster And I've got 2 turns left.
So one card each, and the card tells you what cards you need. So basically, it's kind of
I'm also going to buy this.
on the deck.
I'm going to upgrade my fountain. That's it.
Well, I'm going to skip you purely out of spite.
Oh, that's so rough. Skipped on the last turn.
Yeah. And I'll place that down. And so that's 1. And if I actually just trying to think what to do. 2, 3.
You can't make by.
1 turn.
Use your whole turn.
Oh, use this whole turn. 3. Oh. 4, 5. That's my turn.
Skip.
Skip, that's so rough.
Yeah.
Anyone can easily just
That's my turn.
wipe out. Oh, pardon me.
I'm going
Had a bit of gas then. Must have.
to remove your Daisy rack.
That is.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, dude.
Nice try.
I'm just going to plant my Asta and
Cool.
Is that the end of it?
The last
Yeah,
turn.
you're the last turn.
Oh, I'm the last person. Oh, what do I want to do?
Just remember, I was your friend through the whole game.
Sure you were. I'm just gonna upgrade because
Okay.
I'm the last person, so may as well.
Alright.
Because
You're not
that.
going to use any council cards or anything?
Oh,
No.
actually, yeah, I might use remove row on you.
Oh!
I want to take out your
Wait.
Asta row.
You do have a guard dog though.
yes, I do.
Fair. I should have just used it on you.
No, that was good. You did.
Alrighty.
So that's point counting now?
That's
Yep.
point counting.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Okay, so
So
tally.
4.
Oh, right. It's taking a video.
What tally is there? So,
30, 32,
so it was in a row.
24 plus 16.
32 plus 16.
So, I got a question.
Yes.
I got a row here
Yep.
and a row here, but this won't count as 2, will it?
No, yeah, so that's a row, so that's like 8, and that's another 8.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I got 61.
It's wait, it was times 2 for a whole row. So that's
40 plus 32 is 72.
wait,
Plus 10 is 82. 82.
How'd you get 82? What the hell? I got 61.
Wait, so wait, I forgot.
Oops,
my
wrong one.
24.
24.
I think
One's
48.
plus my fountain, which was fountain 1 is 10.
Fountain 1 is 10 points.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm at 53.
53.
What did everyone else get?
Got 82.
48.
Mine was just like 60 something, as I said. I forgot the number already, but I know it was 60 something.
Cool. Alright.
So, first, second, third, fourth.
That's it.
I
4.
thought you were gonna win this.
I never said that.
You were looking pretty dangerous at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a thought process and then I realised I made up a few mistakes.
And then I sort of shut it down.
No, I didn't realise. And now I know the rules. I'll beat you next time.
It took about 23 minutes.
Yeah. No, that was good. Look, this is great. I'm going to say, like, good start. There's no RNG, and that's so refreshing. Because I got to just play and strategize. I lost because I made mistakes in the rules, and that was
Yeah.
it. That's the only reason I lost. And so at this point now, we all understand the rules, and from here we would have just strategy games. You know what I mean? How do you strategize the other person?
Yeah.
Now there are a few. It's more balancing, I guess, up to this point, and some potential changes in terms of like the council and whatnot. So the council is good, but we all save it to the end.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no other. The thing is, it doesn't take a turn, so there's no reason not to save it till the end when everyone has the best gardens and you can take out the most points, right?
Yeah.
So, what I'm suggesting is there's 12 rounds, so every 4 rounds,
You
there's
have to
council
use a
turn.
council card.
It's a
Council
council turn.
comes to the garden,
Yes.
and you get to decide. You get to pay the council off and decide what they're going to do to each person's garden.
Yeah, yeah.
You can
yeah,
either
yeah.
sacrifice
yeah.
like 2 plants or whatever, or you suffer a council thing,
Yeah.
and you don't know which council move it's going to be.
Well, exactly what I suggest is during the council round, you all look at your council cards, and you do this. And then once everybody's decided, you flip them over, or you even put it on the other person. No, not. Yeah. Actually, do that. Put it on the other person because maybe one person will get a pile, and you're like, no.
I can only guard one of
Or
these.
even in the middle.
Yeah.
Just sit them in
Well,
the middle.
the thing is, you got to decide who you want to give it to, right? So putting them all in the middle. If 2 of the same card come up,
So everyone has to suffer at the same time.
they could, or you could all put them on the one person.
Yeah.
So maybe somebody's built a
That's
really.
horrible. No.
That's right. But maybe someone's built a really nice daisy row, and you're like, no, I don't think so. But people could also waste the same council cards on the same thing, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting in the idea of like remove a row, you know. So it's like, 2 people remove the row. Which row did you remove? So you have to figure out how that makes sense because it doesn't make sense right now.
I reckon with the removal row, could even just make it so it doesn't have to be complete row, it's just a select row.
Well, no, it's not even necessarily that. Yeah, I guess that's a thing as well, right? Because
Yeah.
then
'Cause
no one
people-
could use it on the first turn. So
Exactly.
I guess you'd have to remove that.
Yeah, but especially because like it just turns. What happens is, like next round, you wouldn't have completed a row until closer towards the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So everyone would use this on the final round, right?
I noticed that like
And-
for the last 3 games as well, I've done the exact same thing.
Yeah, and so this is the only problem with strategy as well, is that potentially you can find the best build. Right?
Yeah.
There's no randomness coming in at any point. So if you force people to use the council cards each turn and sort of rebalance the council cards how they work, I guess.
It breaks the randomness out. Yeah.
It's not necessarily, so you're not randomizing it, but what you're doing is you're forcing people to use their council cards, right?
Yeah, I do like
And-
that. I really like that.
Yeah, it means that, this person's starting to build a strategy, I know the strategy they're building, I'm going to ruin it, and I'm going to cut out the entire row, right?
Yeah.
And so now you're strategizing against someone else.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
that's-
like I almost got done in that last round because it was the first time that someone had attacked my like beginning
yeah.
little thing, and I got magpied on my daisy. And I was like, you just actually ruined my entire.
I thought it was perfect.
Yeah, I was like, you ruined my
I was
entire
like,
thing.
yes.
Like,
No, but that was good. I also like the idea of the stock. I think I felt like it worked. We had no more daisies to choose from, and then all of a sudden, like your strategy could also be ruined by the fact that you decided to buy daisies on every turn,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
For example.
Yeah.
And then I had to magpie.
Yeah,
Daisy's back.
exactly. And you have to magpie the daisies back, so you have to use a turn, get a magpie, take his daisies, right?
Yeah.
Or he could just hold on to them because he knows that you want to use daisies.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like last 5 rounds or something like that, or daisies. But that's kind of what I think needs to be balanced around there. It's a council, because these guys are the ones that I want to see used more.
Yeah.
Because they're cool, interesting powers, and are really themed around the game, right?
Could even add like different ones. Sort
Yeah,
of thing.
well, that's
Just
what I
to
mean.
mix it up
You
a
don't
little
have to
bit
limit
more.
it to 3
Yeah.
council cards. You could have like 10, and anything.
But you only
could
get
come.
like 3 council
You only
turns.
get 3 turns,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So, what's going to come this round? I don't know. And then somebody uses it. But like I said, if that's the case, if everyone's putting it down blind and then you're going, something like remove a row won't necessarily work properly, right? So, because if 2 people put down remove a row, it's like, okay, so do you have to put it on the row? Like, what's the situation there? But then when it comes to the downgrade fountain, you don't have to put that on a row. So how does that work blind? So maybe don't put it blind.
But you could always do like make it blind. But if someone gets hit with 2 remover rows, they like cancel themselves out.
you could.
So if I put down the remover row, you don't want someone else putting down that remover row, because if we both put it down,
yeah.
then they're fine.
Yeah, you could, but I feel like that's.
But no.
It's
But
sort
don't
of-
do that.
No, it's sort of wasting like. I guess with the row,
But I mean, like, if you had like 10
yeah.
and remove a row was just
Well-
one of them.
Again, you don't have to have the blind thing either, right? So you could literally take it in turns. So it's like, okay, council's out, someone goes first. Maybe the person with the best, or the person with the most points for that round gets the first turn for the council. They get to decide what to do, right? Because the council's like, oh, well, obviously you are doing well.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Could
Yeah,
even
something
have a
like that.
card that sort of like lets you sell a flower of your choosing to the market, and you get a set amount of points
Yeah, or
for the
something
next
like-
round added on to your points.
Maybe you've got a bribe the council card, which means that, I don't know, you get an extra, you get a council at a different time or something like that.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You could have council cards that don't necessarily affect other people, but also affect you in
Yeah.
some way. You know, pay off the council.
Like
get-
building permit, you get to put like an extra flower down.
That's right, or double points on a row. This row has times 2 points. See you guys. Yeah, class is over. If you want to
I
leave,
have
feel
an
free
idea
to
for a
head out.
council
Cool.
Imagine there's a council card that
So yes, that's the.
decks and-
Play with these council cards because.
Ooh,
that's so hectic.
a council card with swaps.
gardens.
Oh,
Swaps
gardens.
gardens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's actually so
overpowered.
But this is what I'm saying. Like these are your modifiers to your game, right? These are the
To stop people
This is
from-
the core gameplay loop, which is
Yeah.
good. It works,
Cool.
right? Maybe potentially rebalance some things. Like I feel like the sunflower was completely useless.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
yeah.
That's why I said maybe even if we adjusted to 6 points and have it at least a point.
Yeah. Well, but the thing is, like having it worth a point wouldn't matter if it's only going to give you 1 point at the end.
Yeah.
The problem is that it's so worthless that buying it doesn't make it worth anything to you.
Yeah.
I guess if you had like a times 4 maybe, but then you can still be beaten because somebody buys a daisy, you know, right? And you times 4 on a sunflower and it's 4.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So potentially even like you could fix that with council cards as well. You have a council card that that boosts sunflowers by.
You can have a council card that swaps all of the, like, literally just swaps the sunflowers are now the most.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah,
stuff like
adjust
that.
the point
So-
range. Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Those council cards, they're your modifiers. They're what's going to make the game interesting and fun. And your core gameplay loop, obviously, because that's the strategy, right? But the council cards are like your real
Yeah.
bread and butter, right?
Yeah.
Things that
Yeah.
make
They're
it-
the ones that make people go, no!
Exactly. Because right now they just feel like something to use at the end.
Yeah.
But if you give a council round, right, you know, and definitely I want you guys to be thinking about art style as well now. What were you thinking for these cards? Was that the idea?
Yeah, like cards or like even just small.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
don't need cards. Tokens is what you want to have because tokens are cool because you can make them interesting, right? You can give them shapes or whatnot. You could literally make like.
This is literally what we said
Yeah,
yesterday,
exactly.
huh?
Yeah.
No, because we were
Yeah.
talking about currency
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah,
We were
but that
talking
I
about
did.
having,
That
like-
I did.
like
That changed.
using
That
currency, like tokens for currency,
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, there's so many tokens.
Yeah, well, but you're right
That you
though,
need.
right? Because it's like even when I was talking to these guys over here, I was talking about currency, and I was saying like numbers like 50 and 100, but that's way too many because you
Yeah.
just have a pile of tokens.
Mm.
You don't want that. With these, it's fine, right? Because
like
again, you've got a
poker chips.
stock. Yeah,
Yeah.
but you've got a stock of these, right? So it's like cool. You're not going to have a ridiculous amount, and your fountain upgrades, and like these fountain upgrades as well could be literally next to the person. Oh, I upgrade my fountain, now I use this one.
Oh,
So
yeah, cool.
Your tokens are not necessarily all in one pile.
Yeah.
Right. And also with these, like, don't forget tokens are double-sided, right? So Asta, you know, and then on the back is how many points it's worth, right?
Okay.
And how much it costs. I know it's probably small, but maybe you can make it a square token. And on the back there's 2 numbers. Top number is cost, bottom number is how many points you get or something like that,
Yeah,
right?
cool.
Yeah.
They don't have to be circles. Tokens aren't always circles. So stuff like that. Magpie, it can all be tokens. Like you don't need cards because you don't need information, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing to read. It's just, and that's another great thing about this. There's nothing to read. I don't have to like I got the rules once I started playing it. Obviously, there's some things I didn't think about, which was like this only takes out a row, but you're going to get rid of that anyway.
Yeah, we do
right?
need to jot down the
Complete row,
rules
yeah.
on like
Yeah.
even if it's on a laminated sheet.
Oh,
or
definitely.
whatever.
Yeah, rules.
Yeah.
Like instructions.
Also, it
is
wasn't
one of
until like the
criteria.
third round that I was like, oh, also if you get 4 flowers in a row.
Yeah. but that's it. Like some kind of correct. And really, like if you can boil your rules down to as small as possible and have just like a card that everybody has in front of them.
Yeah, we'd be able to
understand
fit
rules,
it on a sheet.
That's literally the best way to do
Yeah.
to do rules, because then you don't have to read through this book. You know,
Yeah.
forgot what
do
this
again?
rule means. Yeah,
Go to
and-
like the
like
index.
I love
Yeah.
4-hour games, but man, the instructions are nuts. Like
It's one of those ones where once you learn how to play, they're so much fun.
Yes,
but
exactly.
the learning to play is
That's right.
such a nightmare.
And then when you play them 6 months later, you're like, I've forgotten everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever play Dominion?
I have played them.
Great
yes.
game.
It is a great game. But
Great game. But once again,
it's easy to forget.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, good start. No RNG to fix, which is awesome. Which means you can literally just work on your game, make it better.
Nice.
You don't have to do the council rounds, but think about it. See how.
No,
it plays,
I like the council.
I
rounds.
actually
like
like
the
the
council
idea
rounds
of it.
being
It was really good
it being
idea.
like 4 rounds
So, like,
and then a whole
level
just
six-
council
so
round.
level
Yeah.
six
And it
is
just
council.
goes around and everyone just does
Every
council
4
stuff.
rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's like round 5 and we start again.
Yeah.
And then it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Yeah. And like the last one, you could either do on round 12
like the
or you could do
sundial
it
idea as
on
well.
round 11. After round 11.
Yeah, because it
then
adds
that way-
technicality
Yeah.
as well, which is real good.
That's right. Because my only thing is watch out with putting the council round as the last round, because
Oh yeah.
you might want to strategize around the final thing the council's
Yeah.
done to you, and so then that way you can place something extra to sort of fix the problem.
Yep. That's a really. So maybe we only have like 3 council
Well,
rounds.
Well, you can still have it like every 4th, but do it before the 4th round. So every like 1, 2, 3 council round,
4.
play the
Yeah.
4 round, right? So
Yeah.
there's still 3 council rounds, but it's before the 4 instead of after the 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Cool.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Alright, cool,
Awesome.
Cool.
Good job.
Nice.
Thank you.
Sweet.